Come here, come on. Come see, come see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It really is a lot of fun. It's an adventure when living in Costa Rica. However, there are a lot of frustrating things that happen on almost a daily basis. But when you're going to live in Costa Rica, you really need to try to focus on the positives. And today I have some very positive news, something just so exciting to share with you. But before I get into that, one of the most frustrating, most aggravating things for me is the internet. There are a lot of frustrating things, but because Rebecca and I still work every day online, we have to have good, fast, reliable internet. And while Costa Rica has made a lot of improvements over the last 10 years, their internet has always been very behind. It lacks so much. Even if you live in San Jose or in a good-sized town or in a tourist area, there's still a lot of dead zones. And so in order to have internet in one of those dead zones, if that's where you happen to be renting or living, well, you have to go to all of these different internet companies, find out who has service there, and usually Claro will have service there. They're the most popular internet company. However, they are the worst internet company. They oversell everything. So hey, at 10 o'clock at night when nobody's on the internet could be fast, okay? But during the day when everyone's coming home, well, the internet is just almost non-existent. But if that's your only option, that's your only option. Not anymore. I have a better option coming now. All right, well, welcome back to the Off-Grid Homestead. I'm here in the barn, as you know, living here until we get our house done, but we're almost ready to move in. But hey, I am excited. I mean, I'm like a kid at Christmas because finally, in Costa Rica, you're gonna be able to get Starlink. And I have been waiting over 2 years, well, almost 3 years now. But before I get started and all that, hey, if this is your first time here, well, I'm Alan Richard. Rebecca and I, we moved to Costa Rica way back in November of 2013. That's over 10 years. And we didn't just come to Costa Rica, but we traveled all over and lived in over 25 different places and houses. Safe to say, we know Costa Rica more than anybody I know of. Well, I'm not bragging. What that really means is we've made every mistake in the book. And that's the reason we started this YouTube channel, in hopes to save you and keep you from making the mistakes and losing thousands upon thousands of dollars. Hey, if you're thinking about going to Costa Rica, the best thing you can do is attend one of our next relocation retreats right around the corner. Hey, check the link in the description below and you can find out when the next one is. And look, tickets are selling fast. We only have half those tickets left. So, hey, click the link, reserve your spot today.
I just remember I had never been to Costa Rica. You're going around those turns and all that green. It has like an extended vacation feel. It takes a minute. I mean, you know that time. A lot of people who live here a while can kind of go, yeah, it took me about a year and a half before I realized I actually live in Costa Rica.
Number one biggest building mistake. You don't have a supervisor on site. If you don't have a supervisor on site that you know, like, and trust, you're going to get overcharged. He paid 2, 3, 4 times what he should have paid. A supervisor that is taking photos, taking videos, sending it to you so that you can see what's going on every single day.
Time and time, people kept coming, and when I made things into a very formal offering, like an actual process that has developed over time, because the people that we work with, you know, help develop the program, and understanding what you guys need in this process, we're able to, you know, adjust to that as well. Then, you know, we consult with these experts. You know, it's impossible to know everything here. That's when you can go to an expert. If I don't know something, I go to an expert that I trust.
Most importantly, if you don't do anything, make sure you schedule your free 20-minute phone consultation. Hey, questions come up. You're going to need answers, and we can help you. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm talking about Starlink. I just got an email today, and hey, email right here says, your Starlink is ready, and I've only got 7 days to confirm. So I can actually cancel if I want to, but hey, it's time to confirm. So I tell you that because it's really important that if you decide to get Starlink, once you get the email, then you need to make sure that you confirm within 7 days. If you don't, they will automatically cancel your order and refund your money. So let's take a quick look at what I'm talking about. I'm here inside my Starlink account where I created and I actually purchased Starlink, or I reserved Starlink over 2 years ago. So right there on April 12th of 2021, I paid $99 to reserve it, and even way back then it said that Starlink would probably be available at the end of the year. Well, 2.5 years later, I finally get my email today, and so now it's time for me to actually order. But I've got some really exciting news because hey, you know, in the United States, whenever I was researching Starlink, if I were to buy the equipment alone would be $600. And then it's usually around $110, $120 just for the basic internet. Now, that's not bad internet, especially if you're in some remote area like I am, okay? But let's check out the prices here. In Costa Rica, you know, in a lot of places, big companies will bring the prices down so that more and more people can afford it. Obviously, Elon Musk, he's a smart guy. He knows that the majority of the Costa Ricans are not going to be able to afford $600 for equipment. They're not going to be able to afford $120 a month for internet. So let's check out the prices. Right now, just for the equipment, it's 109,500 colones. Let's just say 110,000 colones. Well, in case you don't know, let's go and convert that. Right now, if I put in colones to USD, I can find a converter right here. And so, if I convert 110,000 colones, well, just the equipment for setup is going to be $207.78. Hey, at today's exchange rate. That's pretty awesome considering it would cost you $600 in the United States for that same piece of equipment. I've already put $99 down, so as you can see right here, you know, here's my hardware payment right here. Take the deposit, we subtract the deposit, that's $52,000, and then hey, the shipping is going to be 13,000 colones. That's really nothing. That's about 28 bucks. And so what's due today is I'm going to pay 70,000 colones, and then my equipment's going to be on its way. What is real important is to decide, okay, well, how much is it going to cost a month? Well, it's $33 a month just for my basic plan. And if we go back to that converter, 33,000 colones a month, that is only $62.34 at today's exchange rate. That's amazing, because the normal price is anywhere from $110, $120 a month for the standard regular price. Now, if you want to, and let's say that you're moving around Costa Rica, you can actually buy the mobile plan. If you buy the mobile plan in the United States, it's $150 for the mobile plan, and you can travel anywhere within the continent of North America. Now in Costa Rica, the mobile plan is going to be a little bit more, but it's not a whole lot more. And so anyway, I tell you that so that you can maybe look into that if you're like, well, let me just move it around. And the mobile plan doesn't mean you could put it on your RV or your car and use it. It just means that, hey, you're living in, let's say you're living in Guanacaste over at Tamarindo, and then you decide to move or you decide to travel around, you can pack it all up, go camping, set it out on the beach, and have internet. But hey, that's for another video. Just wanted to let you know that, hey, finally, Starlink in Costa Rica is available. It is first come, first serve, and I've been on that waiting list for over 2.5 years, so I'll probably be one of the very first, if not the first, to get my Starlink. So I'm really, really excited about it. And the reason I'm excited is because, of course, I'm very, very remote, and I live, you know, so remote. I'm probably more remote than anyone. But Rebecca and I spent probably over $15,000 to set up our own infrastructure, set up our own towers. We had to install 2 towers. I learned everything I needed to get internet here, and paying $250 a month just to get internet that was anywhere from 10 megs down to 15 megs down. With Starlink, typically they're going to give you 50 megs down, okay? And that is just really great internet. Typically it's going to be around 10 to 12 up. I really don't know what they're going to do in Costa Rica, but I will update you as soon as my Starlink comes in. I'll tell you exactly and show you some speed tests. So anyway, I'm Alan with Off the Grid Homestead in Costa Rica. Make sure to schedule your free 20-minute phone consultation, or I can't wait to see you at our next Costa Rica relocation event.